Welcome, Japanese woodblock print collectors and enthusiasts. Today is an exciting and very different video because I'm going to teach you how to make Hokusai's secret life-prolonging drink. We know Hokusai is one of the most prolific and famous Japanese artists, creator of the Great Wave and Red Fuji. But did you know that he lived to the age of 89? And he said he was never sick. How is that possible? Well, the other day I stumbled across his recipe for longevity when I was reading this book, Hokusai's 100 Views of Mount Fuji, written by Henry Smith II and published in 1988. Not only does this book have images of all 100 views of Fuji, which are so much fun to look at, it also has a great introduction to Hokusai and fascinating annotations on all the prints, which give you information on what each scene is about. Hokusai was very vocal about his intention to live to the age of 100. So much so, he used to sign many of his paintings with his age, like he was counting down. The seal he used in his later years read 100. And starting from the age of 83, he drew a picture of a lion dog or lion dancer every day to ward off evil spirits. In 1847, he gave a bunch of these lion dog pictures to a friend, along with his recipe for this life-prolonging drink. At the end of the recipe, he wrote, "This is a medicine to long life, thanks to which I have been able to live 88 years without illness." And that is the drink I'm going to make for you here. This recipe is so simple. There are only 3 ingredients. The first is shochu, which is a liquor made from sweet potatoes. Make sure you get the one distilled from sweet potatoes because shochu is usually made from rice or barley. Typically, shochu contains 25% alcohol, which is weaker than whiskey but stronger than sake. This one is 24%. Shochu has many benefits by itself. It's very low calorie, 30% less calories than vodka. It's more effective than red wine in stimulating the production of urokinase, which breaks up the blood clots and improves circulation. It's claimed it can prevent heart attacks, diabetes, and thrombosis. Fun fact, there was a Japanese man, Shigechiyo Izumi, who claimed to be 120 years old, who drank shochu every day. He said, "Without shochu, there would be no pleasure in life. I would rather die than give up drinking." The second ingredient is longan nuts. I got these from Good Hill Farms, but you can probably find them at an Asian market. It's a tropical fruit related to the lychee. Longan nuts are high in vitamin C and contain a good amount of potassium, which helps control blood pressure. Other health benefits of longan nuts are stress relief, healthier skin, improved blood circulation, and increasing the absorption of iron into the body, thereby preventing the risk of anemia. The final ingredient is plain old refined sugar. Quick note, before I start, I'm making a smaller portion than the recipe calls for, but I've done the math and I can assure you that the proportions are true to the original recipe. All right, let's peel one of these for you so you can see what it looks like. I'll just break the skin and it peels very similar to an egg. It's got the same kind of consistency. And the longan nut feels like a grape a little bit, like a hard grape or an eyeball. And if you look inside, you can see a dark spot, and that is the seed or the eye. And Hokusai didn't say to remove the seed, but I looked online at lychee recipes and they all remove the seeds. So I'm going to take the seed out. There it is. And this is what we'll use. All right, so I've got my longan nuts. I drop them in here like this. Then have my sugar. Pour that in there like this. And then Mix it all up here. Seal it up. There. And the last step is to seal the jar well and put aside for 60 days. Then you're supposed to take 2 small sake cups of the medicine every morning and evening. And if this was a professional show, I'd whip out one jar that I already had sitting for 60 days. But that's not how this worked out. So I'll be back with another video in 2 months to taste test the results. So stay tuned for that. I'm going to leave you with one of my favorite Hokusai quotes that really gives you insight into his personality. Hokusai wrote, "From the age of 5, I have had a mania for sketching the forms of things. From about the age of 50, I produced a number of designs, yet of all I drew prior to the age of 70, there is truly nothing of any great note. At the age of 73, I finally apprehended something of the true quality of birds, animals, insects, fishes, and of the vital nature of grasses and trees. Therefore, at 80, I shall have made some progress. At 90, I shall have penetrated even further the deeper meaning of things. At 100, I shall have become truly marvelous, and at 110, every dot, each line, shall surely possess a life of its own." Wishing all my viewers a long and healthy life. Please like and subscribe, and happy collecting.